A network installation. A network installation assumes a system which has direct access to a network card during the first part of the boot process. On most modern systems, this is known as the pre-boot execution environment, PXE for short. On the network installation server, you'll need a DHCP server as well as a TFTP or Trivial File Transfer Protocol server. I prefer the TFTPD-HPA server or high performance for this purpose, along with the associated TFTP client, which I install with the following command. The command installs the packages from the remote repository. Now let's look at how I've modified a basic DHCP configuration stanza. I specify a specific file name, assuming that I correctly set up the TFTP server. The file name, as shown here, is ubuntu/install/netboot/pixielinux.0. And if you mount a Ubuntu server CD on the media CD-ROM directory, you'll find it on the install netboot directory. There it is. The pixielinux.0 file is a binary file which points to the pixielinux.cfg subdirectory and the default text file in that directory. Let's take a look at that file. Note, it's a configuration file. It sets up options for function keys as well as installation options. When you see an installation screen, you'll be able to type in install Linux, a command line installation or CLI, a couple of expert modes, and even a rescue mode. Now let's go back to the DHCP server configuration file. Along with the noted file name, I've set up a specific range of IP addresses. This range on my home private network, as specified here. Now let's configure the TFTP server, which is configured in the etc/default/tftpd-hpa configuration file. I do want the daemon to be run. And I note the option, which notes the top-level directory when accessing the TFTP server, var/live/tftpboot. I save these changes. I start the TFTP servers. I note I've already mounted the ISO file. Note the line second from the end on the var/live/tftpboot/ubuntu directory. And now I can test this out with the tftp localhost command, which creates a local connection to the now configured and active TFTP server. And I test this out by downloading a file from that Ubuntu subdirectory. If you look on the top level of your Ubuntu CD or CD ISO file, you'll note there's a md5sum.txt file there. I try getting this file, and look, that's successful. So that TFTP server is ready for operation. Now all I need to do is deactivate other DHCP servers, such as the DHCP server commonly used by many home users on their network routers. And then I go to another system, where I start a PXE or a network boot environment. I'm doing this here from a VMware server system, and watch as it connects and receives the client PXE environment. How about that? Now you can press Enter to start the installation process from the remote server. Thank you, and on to the next video.